Good morning, everyone. This is Sean with Fool for Augusta. Today I'm talking about Timbuktu Cafe. It's on Walton Way, a little bit west of the downtown in the medical section. You can find them online at ordertimbuktucafe.com. Their phone number is 706-504-6004. The food that I've had there, I've been there on two separate occasions and picked up food from them twice. Both good and bad. The peanut soup, I think it's called beef mafa, delicious. It came as a recommendation from the person working behind the counter. Really enjoyed it, thought it was great, would highly recommend. The meat fell right off the bone, the sauce was flavorful, a little bit spicy, and it was a nice, thick, almost like curry-like sauce that you could put over the rice that was provided. And yeah, definitely, I've ordered that twice. We'll definitely order that one again. A lot of fun. Um, the portions aren't gigantic, but it's very filling, so you can work with that. And it's probably a healthy size portion. It's probably actually what you want from a good portion in a meal. Um, Also had the hibiscus drink. I think they call it bisup juice. It's a bright purple drink, very sweet, quite tasty. Definitely would get that one again. I've also tried their ginger drink. Very gingery, like definitely something to be aware of. I would probably recommend either mixing it or sharing it with someone else for the experience of buying it by yourself. Odds of you being able to get through it unless you just down it, not super high, because we're just not used to that much ginger. It's tasty, it's fun, it's different, but it's definitely something to be aware of. The dessert that I had from them, I wasn't a big fan of. That could just be me. It was kind of a texture issue. It was a sweet, like grained pudding of sorts, a little bit soupy, and the flavor was fine. The texture was a little bit hard for me to do. So just to kind of recap, the peanut soup, amazing. The hibiscus drink, amazing. The ginger and the dessert were fun experiences, but probably not something I would go out of my way for in the future. Um, so the exterior, it's kind of easy to pass by. Actually, it's something that you probably wouldn't notice if you were just driving along. It's in a strip mall, which means for the sake of parking, it's very easy to find parking because there's a lot of spaces out front. That being said, the interior is very exciting, very vibrant, a lot of colors, some fun decorations and stuff like that. I remember seeing giraffe sculptures and stuff. And so the inside was very fun, and I liked that. And from what I could see, I thought it was very clean. Um, no issues there. I didn't use the restroom, so I can't speak to that, but I would assume it's probably fine. I only ate there during the lockdowns of last year, so everything was ordered out. So the one thing that I will say to be aware of, the food does take a good while to cook. I want to say it probably took between 30 and 45 minutes for me to get my meal. I don't quite recall, but it does take a while for the food to be prepared. So it kind of worked out well for me in that I could call in and I could wait and then I could go pick it up whenever it was ready a little bit later. Might recommend that. I think it's a very reasonable thing to assume that it's going to take a while for a food that you're not going to get elsewhere. I will say that the staff was very pleasant. I very much enjoyed speaking with them, working with them. I mean, I had no qualms with them. I was a very nice experience and would definitely go back and expect that. I assume the dining in is of a similar nature. The last thing that I'll say is that they do have an online menu and the prices are included there, which I love. I always enjoy being able to see exactly what we're going to get ahead of time rather than being surprised. It's just a touch pricier than I would probably have wanted, but I don't think it's a food that you're going to get elsewhere in Augusta, and so I definitely think that it's worth it for that alone. And so once again, this is Timbuktu Cafe, Sean from Fool for Augusta. Definitely something that I'll go back for. Peanut soup and hibiscus drink were delicious, and I do recommend them. All right, thanks and God bless.